Heartwarming twist. Zoey Klein welcomes new baby amid Jennifer and Bill Klein's shocking split. Hello friends, I am Elena, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The world of the little couple fans has always been full of admiration, love, and curiosity about the beloved family that captured hearts on television for years. Dr. Jennifer Arnold, Bill Klein, and their children Will and Zoey became household names not only because of their show's success but also because of the raw honesty with which they shared their lives. From challenges to triumphs, fans felt like they were part of the journey. Now a new chapter is unfolding, one that is both heartwarming and shocking at the same time. The surprising news centers around Zoey Klein, the sweet and spirited daughter of Jennifer and Bill, who first came into the family as a young child from India. Viewers watched Zoey grow from a shy little girl into a confident young woman over the years. And now, the world has learned that Zoey has welcomed a new baby into her life, a piece of news that has taken fans by surprise but also filled their hearts with warmth and excitement. What makes this moment even more jaw-dropping is that it comes at a time when Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, the couple whose love story fans adored for years, are reportedly going through a shocking split. After decades together, the family faces a turning point that nobody saw coming. And yet, amid this heartbreaking situation, Zoey's baby news brings a glimmer of hope and joy, proving once again that life has a way of blending tears with smiles in the most unexpected ways. For longtime followers of the little couple, this feels like watching two storylines unfold at once, one of heartbreak and one of happiness. Jennifer and Bill, who shared everything from career moves to health struggles with the world, have always seemed like the perfect pair. They supported each other through every challenge, whether it was Jennifer's battle with cancer, the couple's moves across states for work opportunities, or raising two children while constantly in the public eye. So, the news of a possible separation or split has left fans stunned, many of them taking to social media to express disbelief and sadness. But even as whispers about the state of Jennifer and Bill's marriage swirl around, Zoey's life update has brought a different kind of energy to the conversation. The arrival of her new baby represents fresh beginnings, growth, and the continuation of love within the Klein family, even if things look different than before. Details about the baby remain private for now, whether this is Zoey's biological child, an adoption, or perhaps a step into foster care hasn't been fully revealed. What's clear is that Zoey is embracing this new role with the same determination and kindness that fans saw in her growing up. Viewers who watched the little couple remember Zoey as the little girl with the big personality, quick wit, and endless charm. Seeing her step into motherhood, or at least a caregiving role, feels like a full-circle moment for many fans who still feel connected to her story. Social media platforms have lit up with fan reactions since the news broke. Some are expressing their sadness over Jennifer and Bill's reported split, while others are overjoyed for Zoey and the new baby in her life. Many comments highlight how life often throws both challenges and blessings at the same time, and how this moment for the Klein family is a perfect example of that. Jennifer Arnold, always known for her resilience and openness, has not publicly shared too many details about the situation with Bill. However, those close to the family suggest that Jennifer remains deeply supportive of Zoey's new journey as a mother. The bond between Jennifer and her daughter has always been strong, and this new chapter only seems to reinforce that connection. Bill Klein, on the other hand, has always been a devoted father. Whether he and Jennifer are truly separating or simply going through a rough patch, Bill's love for his children, including Zoey and now the newest addition to the family, has never been in question. Fans recall countless moments from the show where Bill's humor and warmth shone through, making him not only a loving husband but also a doting dad. Timing of these events has led many to wonder about the future of the Klein family. Will Jennifer and Bill continue to co-parent and support their children despite their reported split? How will the family navigate this transition while also celebrating Zoey's new role as a mother? These are questions that fans are eagerly waiting to see answered in the coming months. What stands out the most, though, is how life continues to evolve for the Kleins even when the cameras are no longer rolling. The little couple may no longer be on television, but the family's story keeps unfolding in real life, reminding everyone that they are more than just reality stars. They are people experiencing the highs and lows that come with being human. Zoey's journey, in particular, has inspired many over the years. From her early days adjusting to life in a new country to growing up under the spotlight, she has handled every challenge with grace. Now, as she welcomes a new baby, Zoey is stepping into a role that many fans feel she was destined for. Whether she is raising the child on her own or has a partner by her side, the love and support from her family seem unwavering. Meanwhile, fans can't help but reflect on Jennifer and Bill's relationship, which once served as a beacon of hope for so many. If the split rumors are true, it marks the end of an era for the couple who taught the world about love, perseverance, and partnership. But even if their paths are diverging, their shared commitment to their children, and now possibly a grandchild, remains the glue holding everything together. The story of the Klein family has always been one of resilience. From health scares to career changes, from adoption journeys to cross-country moves, Jennifer, Bill, Will, and Zoey have weathered it all in front of millions of fans. This latest chapter, with its mix of heartache and happiness, feels like another testament to the fact that life rarely goes as planned, but it always moves forward. As fans wait for more updates, one thing is certain: Zoey's new baby has brought a sense of renewal and hope to the Klein family. Whether this moment becomes a turning point for Jennifer and Bill or simply a bittersweet milestone, it has reminded everyone why they fell in love with this family in the first place. Through every twist and turn, the Kleins continue to inspire with their courage, love, and ability to find joy even in the most unexpected moments. In the end, the heartwarming arrival of Zoey's baby amid Jennifer and Bill's reported split shows that families can grow, change, and evolve in ways nobody anticipates. Life moves on, love takes new forms, and even in the face of heartbreak, beautiful new beginnings can emerge. For the Klein family and their fans, this moment will be remembered as one where sadness and joy collided, but love, as always, found a way to shine through. For years, fans of the little couple have watched Will Klein grow up on screen, transforming from the adorable young boy viewers first met into the confident young man he is today. As the son of Dr. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, Will has been in the public eye for most of his life, surrounded by both love and admiration from fans who have followed the family's journey since the earliest days of the show. However, in recent months, Will has found himself facing unexpected backlash on social media, especially TikTok, where some users have criticized and questioned aspects of his life, personality, and choices. Now, for the first time, Will Klein is breaking his silence. He is speaking out directly about the online negativity, the people who have rushed to judge him, and what he wants everyone to know about the reality behind the viral drama. His words have sparked conversations across the fanbase, and many believe this moment marks a major turning point for Will as he comes into his own voice outside the shadow of the little couple. The controversy began when short TikTok clips featuring Will gained attention, some shared by fans and others by critics who used the videos to make negative or sarcastic remarks. For someone who grew up on reality TV, Will is no stranger to public scrutiny. Yet TikTok, with its lightning-fast viral culture and comment sections that can be brutal, introduced a new kind of pressure. Some viewers took aim at his personality, while others questioned his future plans, relationships, and even his family dynamic. Criticism quickly snowballed, leading to speculation and assumptions that had little to do with reality. Will, who had largely stayed quiet amid the online chatter, finally decided it was time to address things head-on. In a recent statement shared through his official social media, Will Klein expressed exactly how he feels about the TikTok backlash. "I've seen what people have been saying," he began. "I usually ignore stuff like this because most of the time people online don't actually know what's going on in my life. But when things get twisted or people start making assumptions about my family or who I am, I feel like I have to speak up." Fans immediately rallied around him, praising his courage for confronting the criticism directly rather than letting the rumors spiral. Many pointed out that Will has grown up with cameras around him since he was a little boy, meaning people often forget he is a real person with real feelings, not just a character on a TV show or in a TikTok clip. Will went on to explain that social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it allows him to connect with fans, share milestones, and give people a glimpse into his world beyond the little couple. On the other hand, it opens the door to opinions from people who might not have the full story. There's this idea that because someone has been on TV, people can say whatever they want about them, Will said. But at the end of the day, I'm just a person. My family is just a family. We go through the same things everyone else does, ups and downs, good days and bad days. The difference is, people think they know everything about us because they've watched a show or seen a TikTok video. That's not the whole picture. This honest perspective resonated deeply with longtime fans of the little couple. Many took to the comments to defend Will, emphasizing how much they had admired watching him grow over the years. Some shared that they felt protective of him, especially because they had seen him on the show since he was so young. One fan wrote, "Will doesn't owe anyone explanations about his life. He's grown into an amazing young man, and people need to remember he's human before anything else." Another commented, "The way some people talk about Will or his family on TikTok is so unfair. I'm glad he's speaking up because he deserves respect just like anyone else." But Will's statement didn't just call out negativity, it also offered gratitude toward those who have supported him through the years. He made it clear that the love and encouragement from loyal fans far outweigh the voices of criticism. "I want to thank everyone who's been there since the beginning," he said. "The people who send kind messages, who share positive comments, who remind me that there are way more good people out there than bad. You guys mean the world to me." Will also touched on the unique experience of growing up in the public eye. While many people his age navigate life's milestones privately, Will has done so under the watchful gaze of millions. Cool achievements, family vacations, and even personal challenges have often been shared on television or social media. "Sometimes people forget that I didn't choose to be on TV at first. I was a kid," Will explained. "But now that I'm older, I get to decide what I want to share and what I don't. That's important to me. Everyone deserves some privacy, even if they've been in the public eye before." His comments sparked broader discussions about how reality TV children, like Will and his sister Zoey, handle fame as they grow older. Many former child stars have spoken about the difficulties of balancing public attention with personal identity, and Will's words highlighted how this challenge continues in the age of TikTok and Instagram. Despite the criticism, Will made it clear he has no plans to disappear from social media altogether. Instead, he intends to set boundaries while continuing to share moments of his life on his own terms. He emphasized that he wants people to see the real him, not a version shaped by assumptions or viral soundbites. "I'm not going anywhere," Will said firmly. "But from now on, I'm going to make sure the story people hear about me comes directly from me, not from random TikTok accounts or people who don't know what they're talking about." As his statement spread online, hashtag supporting Will began trending among the little couple fans. Many expressed hope that this moment would encourage more kindness and understanding on social media, especially toward young people in the spotlight. In the days following his response, Will received overwhelming support from friends, family, and fans who applauded his maturity and strength. His parents, Jen and Bill, have not publicly commented on the TikTok drama, but insiders say they are proud of how Will handled the situation with grace and confidence. For Will Klein, this moment represents more than just clapping back at online critics. It marks the beginning of a new chapter, one where he takes control of his story, embraces his voice, and refuses to be defined by negativity. And for the fans who have watched him grow up, it's a powerful reminder that behind every headline or TikTok video is a real person who deserves respect, understanding, and the chance to speak their truth. For years, fans of the little couple have adored Dr. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, watching their incredible journey unfold on screen. The show, which followed the couple's personal lives, parenting experiences, medical challenges, and professional achievements, quickly became a staple on TLC. Viewers fell in love with the family's warmth, resilience, and openness as they invited cameras into their world. But behind the heartwarming smiles and touching moments, a legal storm was brewing. Many fans were shocked to learn that Jen and Bill eventually found themselves embroiled in a legal battle with the very people who helped bring their story to television screens, their producers. So what exactly happened? Why did this beloved reality TV couple end up facing legal disputes instead of just focusing on their family and careers? Before diving into the legal battle, it's important to understand the show's journey. The Little Couple first aired in 2009, introducing viewers to Dr. Jen Arnold, a neonatologist, and Bill Klein, a successful businessman. Both were born with skeletal dysplasia, a rare condition that affects bone growth, resulting in shorter stature. But the show was never just about their height. It was about overcoming challenges, building a family, and proving that love, determination, and optimism can conquer nearly anything. Fans followed as Jen and Bill adopted their children, Will and Zoe navigated health struggles and balanced demanding careers with parenthood. The show's success brought fame, opportunities, and financial rewards. Yet, like many reality TV families, the relationship between the stars and the production company wasn't always as smooth as it appeared on screen. Production company behind The Little Couple was LMNO Cable Group, headed by producer Eric Evangelista. LMNO had a reputation for producing popular reality shows, and their partnership with TLC seemed like a perfect fit. For years, LMNO managed the production of The Little Couple, handling everything from filming schedules to contracts. But behind the scenes, tensions were reportedly growing between LMNO, TLC, and some of the stars associated with their shows. By 2016, trouble exploded into public view when LMNO became embroiled in a lawsuit with Discovery Communications, the parent company of TLC. Discovery accused LMNO of financial mismanagement, while LMNO accused Discovery of trying to steal their shows. When Discovery and LMNO began battling over finances and production rights, questions arose over the Little Couple's intellectual property, essentially who owned the rights to the show and its future episodes. Discovery wanted to continue the series without LMNO, while LMNO claimed they still had production rights. That dispute created uncertainty for Jen and Bill, who suddenly found themselves in a legal gray area. According to court filings at the time, LMNO accused Discovery of secretly communicating with the Little Couple stars in an attempt to cut LMNO out of the picture entirely. LMNO claimed this was a breach of contract and sued Discovery, naming Jen and Bill in the legal proceedings because they were the stars at the center of the show's value. Jen and Bill, meanwhile, maintained that they were simply trying to protect their family and their interests while ensuring the show could continue without legal drama derailing it. Generate revenue from multiple sources: advertising, international licensing, streaming rights, and sometimes merchandise or spin-offs. Production companies like LMNO typically take a percentage of those profits, while networks like TLC also claim a share. The stars, in turn, are paid salaries or per-episode fees. But when disputes arise between production companies and networks, stars can get caught in the crossfire, especially if their contracts tie them to one company while the network wants to work with another. In this case, LMNO argued that Discovery and the Little Couple were working together to exclude LMNO so they could profit without sharing revenue. Discovery denied this, saying LMNO's own financial mismanagement caused the problems. As legal filings flew back and forth, fans worried about the future of the Little Couple. Would the show be canceled? Would Jen and Bill walk away from TV altogether? For Jen and Bill, the legal mess came at an especially stressful time. Around the same period, Jen was battling cancer, raising 2 young children, and balancing her demanding medical career. The last thing the couple wanted was a legal circus overshadowing their family life. Yet, because they were the faces of the Little Couple, they had little choice but to be involved in some way. Publicly, Jen and Bill stayed quiet about the legal dispute, focusing instead on family updates, health news, and connecting with fans. But court documents revealed how deeply the conflict ran between LMNO, Discovery, and everyone associated with the show. Eventually, parts of the legal dispute were settled. Discovery moved forward with new production arrangements, allowing the Little Couple to continue airing without LMNO's involvement. Jen and Bill were no longer tied to the production company, and the show went on to film additional seasons under different management. For fans, this was a relief. It meant more episodes, more family moments, and no permanent cancellation due to behind-the-scenes drama. However, the lawsuit between LMNO and Discovery dragged on for years, with accusations of fraud, financial mismanagement, and corporate sabotage continuing to surface in court filings. For Jen and Bill, though, the priority remained clear: protect their family, continue sharing their story, and move past the legal headaches as quickly as possible. The legal battle surrounding the little couple highlights a reality many viewers don't see when watching their favorite shows. Behind the laughter, heartwarming moments, and family milestones, reality TV is still a business, one with contracts, profits, and competing interests. Jen and Bill's situation wasn't unique. Many reality TV stars have faced similar battles over ownership rights, contracts, and payment disputes. But because the little couple was so beloved, the drama shocked fans who were used to seeing only the positive side of the family's journey. Today, Jen Arnold and Bill Klein have largely left the legal drama behind them. They've continued focusing on their family, careers, and sharing occasional updates with fans. While the little couple hasn't aired new episodes in recent years, its legacy lives on. And the legal battle, while stressful at the time, ultimately didn't define Jen and Bill's story. For fans, the biggest takeaway was simple. Even in the world of reality TV, real-life challenges, whether health struggles or legal disputes, can affect anyone, even the most heartwarming families on television. Born with a rare genetic condition called spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia, a type of skeletal dysplasia, Jen Arnold faced physical challenges from the start. Yet from a young age, she refused to let her condition define her or hold her back. Instead, it became part of the driving force behind her ambition. Throughout her childhood, she spent a significant amount of time in hospitals for various medical procedures, experiences that ultimately inspired her to pursue a career in medicine. Seeing the compassion and expertise of the doctors who treated her fueled her dream of becoming a physician herself, one who could offer the same level of care and empathy to others facing difficult circumstances. Through excelling in her early education, Jen pursued higher studies with unwavering determination. She earned her undergraduate degree from the University of Miami, where she stood out not only for her academic excellence but also for her leadership skills and passion for helping others. From there, she went on to obtain her medical degree at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world. This was no small feat. Johns Hopkins is renowned for its rigorous programs, and Jen's success there underscored both her intellectual abilities and her dedication to the medical profession. But Jen didn't stop there. Understanding the importance of specialized knowledge, she completed her residency in pediatrics at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. Pediatrics was a natural fit for her, as she had always felt drawn to caring for children, especially those battling serious illnesses or born under challenging circumstances. She then pursued a fellowship in neonatology at the same institution, further sharpening her expertise in caring for newborns requiring critical medical attention. Over time, Dr. Arnold became widely respected in her field. Her work as a neonatologist focused on some of the most vulnerable patients imaginable, premature babies and newborns with complex medical needs. She developed a reputation for combining medical excellence with compassion, always advocating for her patients and their families. Her colleagues admired her not only for her clinical skills but also for her ability to communicate with empathy, helping parents navigate the often overwhelming experiences of neonatal intensive care. One of Dr. Arnold's most significant contributions to medicine came through her work in simulation education. She became the medical director for the Simulation Center at Texas Children's Hospital, one of the largest pediatric hospitals in the United States. There, she helped design and implement programs using advanced medical simulation technology to train healthcare professionals. This approach allowed doctors, nurses, and medical students to practice life-saving procedures in a controlled, realistic environment before applying them in real-world scenarios. Her dedication to improving medical education through simulation quickly gained national recognition. Dr. Arnold's work demonstrated how simulation-based training could improve patient safety, enhance teamwork among healthcare professionals, and ultimately lead to better outcomes for patients. She became a sought-after speaker at medical conferences, sharing her expertise with hospitals and educational institutions across the country. While her medical career flourished, Dr. Jen Arnold also became a household name through The Little Couple. TLC reality series followed the lives of Jen, her husband Bill Klein, and later their adopted children Will and Zoey. Audiences were drawn to the family's warmth, humor, and positive outlook on life despite the challenges of living with skeletal dysplasia. For many viewers, the show was their first introduction to Jen's medical career, and they were inspired to learn that the woman they saw juggling family life on television was also a highly accomplished physician saving lives every day. The platform provided by the little couple allowed Dr. Arnold to raise awareness about both skeletal dysplasia and the importance of medical care for children with special needs. She used her visibility to advocate for families facing medical and physical challenges, emphasizing that disability does not define a person's potential or limit what they can achieve. In addition to her clinical work and television appearances, Dr. Arnold has contributed to academic research and published papers in respected medical journals. Her commitment to advancing knowledge in neonatology and simulation education reflects her belief that learning never stops in medicine. She has also served as a mentor to countless medical students and residents, encouraging the next generation of physicians to approach their work with both skill and compassion. Dr. Arnold's career has not been without personal challenges. Over the years, she has undergone numerous surgeries related to her condition and even faced a cancer diagnosis in 2013. After a hysterectomy for fibroids, pathology results revealed she had a rare type of cancer called choriocarcinoma. She underwent intensive chemotherapy but ultimately triumphed, emerging cancer-free. Through it all, she continued working, inspiring both colleagues and fans with her resilience and determination. Her story demonstrates that success is not defined solely by professional achievements but also by the courage to overcome adversity. Today, Dr. Jen Arnold continues to balance her roles as a physician, educator, mother, and advocate. She has taken on leadership positions in various hospitals, including Boston Children's Hospital, where she became the program director for the Simulation Center. Her work there continues to influence how healthcare professionals are trained, ensuring that patients across the country benefit from better prepared medical teams. What makes Dr. Arnold's career especially inspiring is how she seamlessly integrates her personal experiences into her professional mission. As someone who spent much of her childhood in hospitals, she understands the fears and hopes of patients and families on a deeply personal level. That empathy shines through in her work, whether she is caring for a premature baby, teaching a medical student, or speaking at a conference. Over the years, Dr. Arnold has received numerous awards and recognitions for her contributions to medicine and education. Yet perhaps her greatest legacy lies in the countless lives she has touched. Patients who received life-saving care, students who became better doctors under her mentorship, and viewers who found hope and inspiration in her story. When the series went off the air in 2019 after its 14th season, fans were left heartbroken. Social media lit up with questions. Why was the show canceled? Would the family ever return? For years, people demanded a comeback, hoping to see new chapters of the Arnold Klein family's life unfold on screen. And now, after years of speculation and endless petitions, there's finally big news. Dr. Jen Arnold is officially returning to TV, and fans couldn't be more excited. The announcement came as a surprise, especially because Jen had been focusing heavily on her medical career in recent years. As a respected neonatologist and healthcare simulation educator, she had accepted a prestigious position at Boston Children's Hospital and Harvard University. Many assumed that her demanding work schedule would leave little room for television projects. Yet Jen has always been passionate about sharing her story to inspire others, and she knew how much fans missed the family's presence on TV. The upcoming project is being described as a fresh take rather than a simple continuation of the little couple. While TLC has yet to confirm all the details, insiders hint that the show will highlight both Jen's professional life in Boston and the family's personal journey as the kids continue to grow. Fans who have followed Will and Zoey since their early childhood days on TV are especially eager to see how the siblings have blossomed into teenagers with unique personalities, talents, and dreams of their own. Part of the reason the little couple gained such a loyal following was its balance of heartfelt family moments and educational value. Viewers learned about adoption, medical challenges, and the realities of living with dwarfism, all through the lens of a loving, funny, and determined family. Jen and Bill never shied away from discussing their health struggles or the discrimination people with disabilities often face, but they also filled episodes with laughter, adventures, and milestones that resonated with parents everywhere. When the series ended, many believed it was due to legal disputes between the production company and TLC, as well as the family's decision to prioritize their privacy. Yet throughout the years, fans continued to flood social media with comments like, "We need the little couple back," and "Please bring Jen, Bill, Will, and Zoe to our screens again." Their voices never faded, and it seems those requests have finally been heard. Jen's decision to return comes at a time when reality TV has shifted significantly. Streaming platforms have expanded opportunities for shows with authentic, family-centered storytelling. Producers reportedly approached Jen with multiple concepts, but she wanted to ensure that any new series would reflect her values.